Hello. You'll see the stream looks a little bit different today. The main thing I wanted to do tonight is test out some of this new stuff, ideally get some feedback from people. I know it's kind of a last minute nighttime stream, so we might not get that right now, but I wanted to see how this works. So I have a captions plugin for my streaming setup, and from what I can tell, and I'm going to test this, YouTube doesn't recognize closed captions as they come through this way. They only recognize them if you have a full 1 minute delay or something like that. But I know that doesn't make a stream very accessible. So I wanted to see what open captions look like, which is why you can see the text on the screen. And I wanted to see how that works for us. Yeah, the closed captions doesn't show up on but the open captions, so they're burnt into the video, which is not so helpful. I'm hoping with them being this far down that if having the captions up is problematic or distracting for you, that you would be able to make the video just a little bit larger and put them off screen, but then they would be there for people who want to use them or who need them. This is run through I think it's Google's API for speech recognition. And so I've already been finding things that it really does not transcribe very well. And so I would really appreciate help if you notice there's things that we say a lot on stream that seem to have, that it's transcribing in a really weird or inaccurate way, because there is a replacement list that I can work with to try to figure out if it's always transcribing something wrong in the same way over and over again. I can tell it, if it thinks it hears this phrase, to transcribe it in a different way. So one of the things it was having trouble with was like Disney Dreamlight Valley. Every time I said that, it was saying all sorts of ridiculous things. And so I put that there. Yes, hello. And did you see the new cuttlefish said hello too? So I have the open captions. So you should be able to see like a speech to text thing. And if you notice patterns in the way it's getting things wrong, if you could let me know. I want to keep a list so I can try to make replacements. And then I also just added the stream pet, the cuttlefish, which has a few different chat commands, but then it'll also say hi the first time you chat in a stream. And then it has a couple other things that it might react to. They're still expanding the list for the widget that I use for it so that it'll work with more things that happen on YouTube. But otherwise, the other things we have are commands and chat. And I'm wondering a little bit about the size of, well, and see, sometimes the captions block. It doesn't stay within what I have. Okay. I mean, that's good to know too. Because I was wondering, like, is it too small? I've seen some people on Twitch have it really, really, really tiny. And so when I'm if I'm watching them on a 24-inch monitor, it's fine. Also, sometimes YouTube just bumps you to like the 480 or whatever it is resolution, but if you click on the gear, you can tell it that you want it to actually be in a better resolution. So it might do that. Even with our really good internet here, it does that all the time. Gives me the lowest quality when it doesn't need to be doing that. What about the text for our little cuttlefish? Oh, well, that's messed up. Let me just check on, I'm gonna pull up the stream in YouTube on my other monitor just to make sure that it's okay. Yeah, I can see it there, and that's okay. My main concern with having the captions burned in is that they could be distracting to people, wildly inaccurate. And then I'm also wondering, in the video, it will, in the video, it's gonna have, like, people have the option for regular closed captions. I see, like, my playback just like did a weird spinny thing, but I think that's because it was playing twice. And where they put the regular closed captions, I don't know if they do a solid black over it, because if you try to layer text, that's really going to be problematic. And I think that's one of the things I'm worried about. But I'm wondering also about the size of the text on the cuttlefish. So, like, here's one of the commands, I think. And I haven't tested the commands on here yet. I've only tested them, like, within stream elements. So that feels like it should have done the thing. Oh. It's welcoming me because that's the first time that I have texted. Okay, and then there we go. So what about, I'm wondering about the size and the contrast on the text, because it doesn't look, it looks kind of pale to me. I mean, so I'm playing my stream in another tab and I'm hoping that doesn't slow it down, but I have to turn turn the sound off on that because it's nuts. So how about this one? I'm thinking the text bubble on our little cuttlefish might be difficult. Why is that text bubble way over there? That doesn't, why is it so, that was so distracting. I know they said there were some bugs where it would, you know, at times do something. Okay, so that is one that I need to check. I should be making a list. So that one I did, oh, okay. That one I added last minute and forgot that I adjusted positioning for all the other ones. So hopefully the ones that I put in beforehand, they will work. I like this one if it works, but this is one that I had to downsize because my file was really big. Oh dear. Well, let's see how it handles the commands, because yes, you should be able to do them too. And it seems like there's a significant delay. I can see it doing it on my preview. Oh, so my stream preview in my preview window is way behind what it is that you see or what I see in my in OBS. Did it do the wave one for you? Not sure. I'm should have written them down. Try lurk. I want to see if that works for you. Because at least I know that it works when I'm typing them in, and I've put it so that it should work when you type them in too. And some of them are connected to text, some of them are just different movements that it does. And it has a delay because like your command goes out to stream elements bot, goes out to the thing, and then it shows up. All right, so we've got that. What are the other ones that I have? Yeah, it's cute. I added, so I have a version. Hi, Alan. Welcome in. I'm pretty sure my little cuttlefish, there we go. It'll wave hi to you as well. That's what one of the things I'm testing out on stream today is the little cuttlefish pet that we've put in here. And it responds to the first time that you chat. It'll say hi. Well, welcome in. This is a little bit experimental. We will be doing Happy Home Paradise, and then I'm testing out the captions that you see on screen, and the little cuttlefish that reacts to some chat commands. So I'm looking for feedback on, are the sizes okay, and then testing to see if it actually does what it's supposed to do. So what are I'm trying to think what the other commands are that I have set up for it. I think I'm just typing, did we do, the BRB one is a little bit off. I think I should name the cuttlefish. In my head, I'm considering fin just because it's not a fish, but it does have a fin and that's short. But I feel like we could probably come up with something else. But I am taking suggestions for sure. I'm looking at my command list for the cuttlefish so that we could test some more of them. Let's see. So the first two, why is it doing that? Don't do that. Oh my goodness. I don't know what it's doing, but in my preview window, it is just, it is going through all the different things. Oh, you're gonna go to bed. I wonder if I have a, do we have a, like, by wave? I guess the lurk is the closest that I have right now. But thanks for stopping in. I know this is one of the things it can do. I think it should be doing that. Oh, I need to take the watermark off as well. Okay, that's something that's going in my notes. Watermark needs to come off because I didn't realize that was, because that doesn't overlay in my version. I need to fix the BRB one. Good night. Thanks for coming in and helping me a little bit with this. I'm making my list of things. The ones that work and the ones that seem to need some fine-tuning because I put them in wrong. Or I put them in late and forgot that I had like 5 other parameters that I usually set with it. I don't think it likes me adjusting the parameters while it's on. But luckily most of them, I think most of them are responding the way that we expect them to. I just want to see if there's any others that we can... Oh, this is one that it does as well. Whoops, don't let it go to sleep yet. This would have been a good response to the internet issues, I think. And let's see. We did the stretch one, so stretch works. This one works. And then... Oh, did float work? Let's see. Make sure it stays in the frame because this one has more movement than some of the other ones. But I think the captions are still hitting it a little bit, so those need to be brought in slightly. And then what are the other ones we have left? Oh, that one we're not. There's another one, and then I think I only have like 2 more. So we tested the one where it spun in place, right? And I think that worked just fine. We were trying 2 at the same time. But I think that maintains its position on the screen. Oh, and then we've got this one. Let's see. So he's spinning around, or she's spinning around. It's spinning around. I think that might be the last of them that's not event triggered that we can... Oh no, there's more. I forgot I added a few more because some of the things are really simple. Hi Panch, how are you? Thanks for coming in. I'm trying out random stream overlay stuff. So I got burnt in open captions to work because I can't figure out how to get YouTube to do closed captions without like a 1-minute delay on it, and that's not helpful. So I wanted to see how this worked. And then I made this stream pet yesterday. I found a widget for stream elements, and so then I was drawing our little cuttlefish here and testing out the different commands. I was considering adding stream avatars, but I haven't figured out how to make that work yet, so I want to start simpler. So did it say hi to you when you started typing? Because it was supposed to, and it has so far. Thanks. I'm going for cute. I was gonna go for a PNG tuber at first, where it's like me and it responds to talking, and then I was like, a stream pet feels more my vibe, at least for right now. And you know, nobody's got a cuttlefish that I know of. So you can do different things based on chat commands so far, and then is supposed to do some things based on different things that happen in stream, but a lot of those are pretty limited to YouTube right now. But the developers, like the current version that they're working on, is going to add a lot more of the things that happen on YouTube. But so far, I think they've been working. One thing I keep noticing is sometimes my open captions are going a little far to the right. Thank you. If you type in command lurk, the little cuttlefish will wave to you. But thank you for lurking, Kelly. But yeah, so we're trying some of the commands out. Most of them work. One I added last minute and forgot to adjust the parameters on, so its size is completely wrong, but everything else seems to be working so far. So like if you were to do, somebody tried alert command last time and it didn't. Yes. There you go. I'm wondering about the text bubble size and contrast, if that's something that's readable, because I'm looking at it, you know, through much smaller previews. I'm wondering if maybe the contrast isn't, if the contrast might be too low, or if the sizes of things might be too big or small or too distracting. But yeah, it's I like my little guy, and it's all just it's a series of commands and GIFs that I drew in Procreate, and it does, I like, am I in the right window? Having so many places I can type now is new for me. But it has some things, and right now I think everything's accessible to anybody in chat to try the different things. It's supposed to say hi to you the first time you type in chat, and I think it has been. But because I have, you know, the preview up across 3 screens, I'm not entirely, I don't always know which one is the most accurate in what the delay is like when it does things. But it looks like we've got, I have one that says, what did it just do? Oh, thank you for subscribing. Is that what it just said? So I was like, I know I have one of those, but I didn't know if that would be linked to YouTube. So we have those. If it doesn't say hi to you and you want it to say hi to you, you can do exclamation hi and it will say hi. We have that one, lurk, stretch. We have an uh-oh. We have we. And float. Float is the one where it goes up. But if folks have ideas for things, I still have like 10 slots I could add as well. I'm wondering about the size of the things. Do they seem too distracting or not? And then I am also, in Happy Home, so we can do some decorating. This is my hard mode island. I've been it's my slacker hard mode island. So, I haven't done a whole lot. Like, we are at 3 stars. I've done Happy Home, and when I turned it on today, Nico taught me how to do finally the columns and the countertops, so I can finally make those nice right corners and some of the things that in the past couple builds have been a little bit difficult to do with just having the partitions. So that should give a little bit more flexibility. So I wanted to see how that works along with the open captions and our little cuttlefish friend who still needs a name. In my head, it might be Finn. I'm not sure. I'm not stuck to that. I also have color versions that I wanted to add so that we could have commands that would change the color. It would only change for a certain period of time because it's a lot of frames that have a lot of layers to get the colors the way that they are, but have some color changing going on. And I'm not sure if it's going to stay this way or make it more of, a grass type cuttlefish where it's more leafy and the arms are a little bit more vine-like. Like, I've got the little curly Q to match the rest of the sproutsy stuff. But yeah, I think so far it's responding the way it's supposed to. And I'm hoping it doesn't, we've got it in a place that it doesn't block anything super important. I'm still working on, right now it's just black space around the edges, but that could be some sort of other frame. But yeah, what's going on, Nico? Oh, I just got counters and pillars, so now we get roommates. This is the first roommate I'll have. Yeah. I don't think I've had Bree ask for a roommate in a past one of these. This is like my third main island, I guess. Not main, but the ones that are built up. I don't have any idea what we did for Bree's house. She is cute, yeah. I'm wondering who we have as options for roommates for Bree. I totally forgot that she calls everybody Cheeseball. Also, I reposition my mic each stream so that it's out of the way when I'm doing regular work at my desk. So if the sound is too loud, too soft, something is off with it, let me know, because I don't have that in my monitor, so I won't know. All right. I guess we'll be finding Bree a roommate then. Thank you. It's good to know. All right. I don't remember where she lives. I don't remember what her house looks like. It was one of the first ones we did. So we have the cafe and we have the beach. Oh, I forgot that we have amiibo opportunities. I haven't done any of those yet on this island. So I don't even know who's on the beach. So we have there, maybe. We should look for a bottle too. Maple and Bonbon, is it? I'm usually really good with their names, and now all of a sudden I'm like, I don't remember anyone. I'm thinking stick with a girl because it's Brie. Let's see who's in the pear cafe. The island name for my hard mode island is Perry. It's like pear with an I. So in a lot of builds, we've incorporated pears thanks to the random name generator. I don't remember who lives here. Like which builds we've done because I've done them across so many islands now and different characters. Any thoughts on who would be a good roommate for Brie? Music, it's quite different. So I feel like any of these would be fine. I might be leaning towards, is this Frigga? Hello? Where are you, Penguin? Frigga. I get those two mixed up. I feel like I never see them next to each other in order to separate them. Is this also where we unlock a second stage? Ah. Yeah, you know, sticking with mammals might have been a better idea. Right, so it's been a while since I've done roommates. We're gonna be going to Brie's house and then remodeling it so that Frigga can also live there. Okay, yeah, this was early. Ah, okay. So the eye makeup is one of the ways to remember that. Yeah, we did this one before it was 3 stars, so I didn't have any pathing, so I just laid down like the only design I had made at that point, which is how we get this stuff happening. So I think we could probably do some stuff to the outside, you know, maybe not the pear path. Could start with that, maybe. Let's see. Oh, I don't have that many things at all, actually, in pathing, but it does feel like some amount of stone is going to make more sense than the random stuff that I had here before. They don't give us a theme when we have roommates, do they? It's just kind of, I think they'll show us the stuff that they have in their normal request. There's a lot going on in this yard, and I don't know that we need all of it happening. Can we move these back? Or did I fill the whole, I filled like the whole place with like weeds and flowers and things. They're just everywhere. I wonder how tired I was when I made this original one. Or if I was just like, oh, there's a thing in the shop I want. Or if this was a stream build. Let's see. We're gonna hit cherry blossom season soon-ish, April, right? In game. So this island's in pretty much regular time, give or take like a day. Oh, right, we can't put anything quite that close to the house. I always wish they'd let us put the trees just slightly closer to the houses. Oh, there is no, I thought they gave us something that was, okay, this is the order. Kept seeing it as everything because I was clicking too quickly back and forth. These are some interesting picks. So maybe we'll go back to the everything menu. Give them a place to sit outside. And I know we have the matching table for that. I think that was one of those first 3 plots items. Where did my chair go? We'll probably put 2 chairs since we have 2 of them now. I kind of wish I could waterscape in this. It would give me a good chance to practice because I kind of want like a pond over here. And I think the pond, like the little stone one, is a DIY that I probably have not seen yet. Because we have unlocked the ability to use any DIYs that I've made before. But I have mostly made the ice furniture because I started this island in winter and I needed bells. And so I would just catch all the snowflakes, make all the ice furniture, and sell that. What else have we got that could go outside? I mean, we have the pink flamingos. They go with the colors. Oh, it's going to give me this. I don't have room for it yet. How big is that? Is that a 3x3 then? Do I have room for it now? Hi, Jelly. Thanks for stopping in. The cuttlefish waves hi as well. Oh, I did not want to back out of that. Yeah. Let's see. The stone water thing. Yeah, it's kind of like this, but from 1.0. That's what I was kind of thinking. But I don't think I have it on this account yet. But I have this one, I guess, from another build unlocked it. So maybe it unlocked the stone one too. Got like this rock, but it's the one with the maple leaves in it instead. Is that all that okay. We do have quite a few items, just not as many as I'm used to. Oh, you think you saw it? Let me see. I might have scrolled right past it, just assuming it wasn't there too. We could sort this another way, right? Sort of wish there was a white vine. So, I'd like that for some builds. Maybe they have topiaries. Why not? Oh yeah, I do have it. You're right. Oh, right. We need more space. Let's see if I have way too many plants and things. But I think it could fit back here. I'm glad you caught that because I did not think it was here. Not sure which one I like in this build. Maybe put one on each side. I also don't know that we need the black fence that we have going on all the way around the outside. Yeah, it does have a really good sound effect. Once I placed it down, I was like, okay, this has something that the other one doesn't. Oh, the delete remove thing? Yeah, if you multi-select and then you can just poof them away. It's so nice. That's something that I want in Disney Dreamlight Valley decorating that I miss so much is there's no multi-select and then I can't delete stuff like that. So if I need to clear out an area or something, it's like selecting everything one at a time. Oh, no. And sometimes though, you hit the button by accident when you mean to get a second one. Let's see. I don't know about, I think maybe we're gonna change the black fencing. I don't know that I have another better fence. Oh yeah, it would be so nice on a regular island to be able to do that. Works inside, but you know, that's about it. outside, you've got to also get everything to fit in your pockets, which is, I feel like, the trickiest part of outdoor decorating is pocket management. Maybe we just change this to the white one, something a little fancier. Oh, it wants me to remove it all first. I wasn't sure if it would just let me overwrite the fencing, but I guess it's the same as with the items. Can't wait till we see what's inside this house. It's looking a little better. I mean, we haven't done a lot. I'm wondering if the stone path should go over here. Hi, Kirsten. Welcome in. Little cuttlefish says hi too. Oh, not that one. I'm gonna keep these. I'm not really sure why I decided we needed a circle of the path there. Something needs to go over here, I think. Oh, I was gonna use the shout out command for you, but I don't. It's only gonna do YouTube instead of Twitch. Kirsten streams on Twitch. Same name, but an underscore at the end. All sorts of stuff. Very variety streamer. Something up here. Another tree. I'm just putting these trees everywhere. And maybe the seating goes over here instead. Wait, come on. Oh, good. Yeah, the other thing with the captions that would be really helpful is if any of you notice patterns where the captions are getting things wrong consistently. Like, I know like initialisms and certain like game words or names of games it gets wrong, but if it's getting them wrong consistently in a pattern, I can do replacement text for it. So if you notice some, like, let me know so that I can try to give it some of those to make it more accurate. Yeah, and I'm sorry you can't turn them off because they're burned in, but YouTube will also not let me do closed captions unless I delay everything by a full minute, and that just seems way too long. Well, any speech to text is not going to be, like, they never reach the 99% accuracy that you need for like real closed captions. Some of them are better than others. I've been practicing with mine offline, like seeing what it thinks I'm saying and trying to say it so that it gets it more accurately. And I've put in a bunch of replacements because it got very creative, you know, with some of the things that it thinks I said. This is an OBS plugin. It's actually made for working with the closed captioning on Twitch directly, but it still just runs through the Google API. So I don't know how many languages you can set. I know there's like several other options for captions, and some of them do much better with different varieties of English, other languages, accents, and stuff that you can train it to do much better. Is there something behind this tree? Yes, okay. I was thinking if I could move some of these back, and then I can put something in there. It's getting better. It looks like it's improved from where we started, at least. Does this go? I really like this variation of it, but oh, interesting. There's like Twitch has, because you're working on Twitch, Twitch has like several different Twitch plugins, and then there's some that run through OBS, and then there's a whole bunch of others that you can do in other ways. I'm just wondering how close that is. So So yeah, I know there's the one with the big purple button I see people use a lot, but I don't think it's all that great in terms of like accent handling. But I'm not sure. Oh, I'll have to look and see which one you're using. I mean, this is just the OBS plugin. It's really simple, but I like it because then it's not, for this one at least, like if I mute my mic, it doesn't keep captioning, and a lot of the browser source ones, they keep captioning no matter what. Like if your source is not on, and like nobody can hear you, it's still putting up captions, and that for me was not something that I wanted to have happen. Do we like these extra flowers, or is this like these and those? I'm wondering if they're just too much and too many colors. Maybe a log bench in the birch over here. Let's see. Have they stopped? Oh, why did they stop? That's curious. I wonder why that happens. I'm gonna enable and disable, like turn them on and off again. That seems to work with everything else. How about now? Are you coming back? No, they're not coming back. Turn this on, turn this off. Oh, that's so weird. I guess I haven't used them long enough to have it do that. I thought, oh, unmute. That is fascinating. I don't think I have voice commands. Yeah. Oh my gosh, there it is. It came back. Wait, let's try this on purpose. So if I just say the word mute, and then is it, no, it's still going now. Captions mute. Stop doing captions. I don't have voice commands. I don't have anything this fancy. I mean, I've got like a button I can press to mute my mic, but I don't know. There might be something with it, or it could have just been like a very well-timed glitch that happened, because I didn't do anything that made them come back on except talk about the word that I'm not going to use anymore because it might make my captions disappear. It really shouldn't be able, like, I have no, like, I don't use Alexa, I don't use Siri, I don't have any special voice command anything. So, huh, that's interesting. I wish I could find out what it is, because that'd be great to be able to, you know, hands-free turn them on and off like that. If you notice it, do it again. Let me know. And we can try and see if I've said something similar then. Oh, that's so weird. Oh, do I have anywhere I have enough space to turn the... Come on. Thank you. That is one thing I wish they'd improve, is letting me rotate things where it's like, you know, it can fit there. It's just, it doesn't want you to rotate it unless you could physically push it around at that area and have the space to also spin it. Which I'm like, that's so unnecessary. You don't need that much space. Maybe, oh. I thought I was duplicating the flowers, not the weeds. I also wish I could plant the flowers and the weeds on the off spaces. Just give me a little bit more to work with. Come on. See, like here, you know that there's space and it just won't let you use it. Is now the time when I just fill everything in with weeds? And this is why it was so difficult to redecorate, because I just fill in every square that's left with the weeds. Maybe not that big. I just want them to look a little different than the other ones that we have. Might be too much. I feel like you're less likely to go to that side of the bench, you know, so those weeds are going to be a little bit taller. Do we have anything that could go on the table? We can have coffee in the garden. And then, have I gotten any better things for the door? Ah, okay. So it's turning weeds into weeks. I think I should probably... I mean, it got that sentence correct. I wish there was a way I could train it a little bit more. Just be like, here, I'm going to read this to you. Can you make sure that it always gets typed out in this way? I probably shouldn't do an autocorrect for weeds and weeks, or else there'll be like 3 weeds in the future. Ah, but see, it got that. Well, I guess that's the direction that it was already going on its own. I don't have much in the way of like the hybrid wreaths. It's all just, I mean, we have this one, but I really like that with the house. I don't know that I like it with the yard. Yeah. Also wish that the snowflake wreath would be customizable. So what's inside? What are we guessing? I can't remember if I did this one on stream or not. We have to make it fit for a roommate, and we have partitions, counters, and pillars now. Well, that's something. I think she wanted like some toy theming, I guess. Wreath. Wreath. Oh, yes, it is. So it's gonna get me working on my speech quite a bit if I can see what it's saying. But it changes its mind because it's trying to do it in context. And so sometimes it gets it right the first time and then it changes it to something entirely different later. Okay, where is oh, this is the music player. It's like, I don't really want to, we're just going to pick that up because I don't want to listen to new noises. Okay, so these are our 2 roommates and they've requested nothing other than they're going to live in the same place. I don't know that it's told me that I could put a 2nd floor on yet, so I think we're working. Right, those are new. I'm thinking maybe not the toy room theme anymore. Maybe she's grown up, she has a roommate, she's moved out, like... so we can make this a bit bigger. I will probably make it a lot bigger, but at least if I start out not max size, then when I, you know, need a little bit more space, it's there for... A lot of wall stuff in this. Maybe we'll leave the pair for somewhere. All right. Guess we just go for having some different areas. I don't know, should we try can I do an entire 2-bedroom apartment layout in a single floor? I mean, like, I know it works in reality, but does it work in game? Maybe we could try that. I don't think I've tried that before. What walls make sense? Probably one of the solid walls, not like the window walls, so that we can use partitions. Yeah, I think we'll try that, and we will probably have to go to the biggest size to make that fit. Oh, not pink, no. At least not everything pink. Oh. Hit the wrong button. not particularly loving any of the walls, especially not the like wood on wood kind of thing. All right, maybe we start with something simple. Which simple boring wall do we want to start with? And I'll change it a few times. And I will try not to spend like 2 hours trying to make a custom design in the middle of this one, which is what happened last time when I had an idea. I do like, I like this floor and put it kind of everywhere. Is there a wall that goes with that floor maybe? And, feeling increasingly like the answer is no. I wish you could change the edging on some of the simpler walls so that it's more consistent. Okay, I never use this wall, but I don't totally hate it with this flooring. Okay, we're gonna start here. And then we do have pillars in addition to the partitions, so we can make kind of really different sized walls and colors of walls. The tea room walls are good too. Thank you. Thanks for stopping by. Let's see. So we need kind of, yeah, might as well just, we'll keep 2 spots in one direction, but start rather large. So we're looking for either they share a room, which they could totally do, but we're gonna say they're grown-ups, they have their own rooms, and then living spaces. Where are the... So this wall is a little... It's kind of tricky because I don't super want to cut off the, like the dividers and the paneling that's already here. But I might need to, or maybe try, just for the sake of setting things up, one of the simpler walls. Oops. It's a little dark, but we will try that. Just because there's nothing that'll distract from trying to separate the spaces. Let's see. Came in. Is this maybe too narrow to be functional though? Let's put some things in for size reference. So I think if we're going for 2 bedrooms, we're probably looking at the smaller beds, not the double beds. Where's my... Oh, do I not get categories if I'm... There we go. Do they have similar styles or really divergent styles? Because their rooms we can kind of make a little different and then have more maybe neutral. In the common area, do not have that many beds. We have one that's like that. I do have the ice bed, but it's huge, if I'm remembering right. Do we have the ice partitions? That would also... Well, you know, Brie is tiny. Just a little mouse. Maybe she doesn't need as much room. But maybe we are going to be able to use that middle part. I'm just going off of Frigga. We decided it was Frigga. Frigga's shirt is being that pink. And maybe that would be a good color for her. Not sure I'm sold on it. Some place to put clothes. Oh, we could use that middle. That's too complicated. I'm a little bit considering making them like actual closets and using that middle space as like the divided closet area, which I know doesn't make a ton of sense, but like does make sense in terms of the way that you plan out or the way that apartment floor plans work. But that could also easily be like a little galley kitchen or something, depending on how many squares. This is one. It's only 2.5, so you could put stuff along one wall in order to still have the characters be able to walk around, unless we opened it up. Because you could make this like a very small and move this wall out so that you'd have 3 across here, and then you could put stuff on either wall. I don't have a lot of interesting bedroom stuff. Oh, or we could just use these. These are basically the same thing, and I can hear them clapping, which always makes me think that they like it. Maybe not as useful if it's facing the wall. Where are... Yeah, I was thinking of like vanities and things. This comes in some weird colors, doesn't it? Yes. Now if they would both have one. Would it be the same one? I mean, she's already got the white. Well, you can't actually walk around because we have the giant bed here. Oh. Not that that makes much sense either. Like a nightstand makes more sense there. Maybe this goes like, nope, stop spinning. We just want to move back. Oh, Brie is snooty. Are they both snooty? I think they might be. I don't think I've had Frigga, so I'm not sure. Does the dark stuff not fit her? Why doesn't this come in black or other darker colors? Oh, I had been thinking of doing like a purple with it or something. Okay, so they both are. Looking more crowded, I think, than anything. Maybe one of the wider dressers makes... Where are the dressers? Oh, this is all. I just have these on here. Oh, I wish it didn't have... It would be way more versatile if it didn't have the red handles on that. I don't think we need a thing on the top. Oh, at least she's clapping. We'll go with that. I don't know that this is going to stay quite like this. Should probably go back to just my usual way of like throw a pile of furniture in here and then figure out where it goes after. Let's see what was on their orders, because they might have some ideas in there. Oh, we could do something like that for a couch with these. What else? These are useful as little, like, sort of dividers. I mean, they do have these shelves on the order. They're generally useful. So one will probably go in the house. I don't know if it's going to go in one of their rooms or not. And then we have all the toy stuff, and then it's the tiny things. I'm thinking big things first. Oh no, where you're looking at. What other colors does this come in? I put it here, you can't walk through. So if we flip this to the side, then you'd be able to get through, right? Yes. It's simple, but that's fine. This one's also simple. You could put like you could put stuff here, but if it comes this far over, then I think she wouldn't be able to walk over there. I'm trying to make it so they can still, for the most part, navigate the space. I wish you could put things on each of these steps on the dresser. Be neat. Maybe that's where this goes. It's not right yet, but it is a start. Or I could turn this into closets and move these out, and then I'm not sure what else would go in their rooms though. See, I don't know if we have all the pillars. You think the closet idea would be nice to be able to do? Or something else? Oh, I thought I had like all the pillars. I only just got them today, so I only have the part where you, I haven't had to give him materials and things yet. I'm just testing the walkway. Oh, yeah. I tend to grab a 1 square item and move it around as if it's a villager walking around to see if it's possible. Make sure that there's still doorways there. I mean, it does mess it up for like camera shots. It does leave us with kind of an odd open area. Maybe I'm thinking about flipping this arrangement left to right so that we can put the wall on that side. Because I think that's gonna might make. Yeah. So I'm thinking when we go to the space out here, that you probably want things, like I want to make corners. And that's going to be difficult to do. No, don't turn it. Yeah, that's where I was so excited to get the pillars, because I feel like now I can like make any size wall that I want. And then it also gives you an option then, if you've used like the window wall everywhere, you could use all pillars to make your partition walls instead and be able to have those solid walls instead. Wait, does this, I think I grabbed one too many. Okay, we're just gonna stick this here for building purposes. Make sure that we can still walk through. And then this tells me I can, yeah. Now we have a 1 wide doorway. And as long as that doorway stays there, then you'll be able to get in here. Maybe I do want to turn that. Oh, if I turn that, then you can't get into the bed. Not that they're like... Yeah, that looks a little bit nicer to me. This could maybe be turned. The one downside is we've got the window here, and so we're sort of blocking the window. Can you turn those? But that gives us a lot more wall on this side to make other spaces. So let's see. Like now, something like that would fit there if we wanted. Oh, did I? many across is this? I can't, I don't think I made it wider, so this is still just 2.5. But if we move, I think we can move this wall half a space. Oh, okay. Can move this wall half a space this way. And then that'll make it so that we can put stuff on both of the sides of those walls and still be able to walk down the middle. You can still walk through here, right? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, that's a much bigger room. And these side rooms are still functional. They can still get to each of the pieces of furniture. Is this snug up anymore? No. I always get confused when there's the little gaps around the furniture that it doesn't fill its whole like 1 square or whatever size it is. Oh, we've got the countertops. I forgot. So we could actually just kind of line it. Everything's going to be just one of those 3 woods though, because that's what we have right now. This back wall might be a good option for an accent. Are they centered? Okay. I just flipped around thinking like it might not be. Right, and then we'll take out some of those countertops to put in the appliances. Which are where? Is that the cooking stuff? Yes. Wait, I have refrigerators though. Where? So we could do this as an option. We could do, you know, the tiny stove. It is a little apartment, so that's a possibility. No, actually we have... Okay, those are there. We're going to check colors when we decide what's going in places. Where's the, okay, so fridges are down here. Oh, they have their own category. I was like, fridges are with musical instruments? Why? I think they'd have a full-size fridge, probably not the mini fridge. But I guess I don't have the other standalone stove, which is what I was thinking. All right, let's see which one. So we could do this, or we could do this one, and then we would, if we did that one, we still need a sink. Which sinks did we have? We've got like country or ironwood. Colors do they come in? Is there anything that would match our countertops or something that's solid white? There's not. But yet some apartments are like that. How off is that? It's pretty off. This one at least is smooth, kind of like the countertops are. Although again, I don't think it's gonna match. You could do that with kind of the white of the other stuff because it would go with the white part. The dark ones, I don't think the dark ones are gonna be as dark. Although, let's add the dark one to our pile of furniture, which is this one. Okay, that sort of blends. Could try it. This is not it. So we could do this piece and the stove, or we could do this thing. I wish they'd give us like upper cabinets. I know this is kind of the closest we get. Let's try the other way. Where would the fridge go? So that's, need 2 spots for the fridge, 1 for the, or 2 spots for the sink, 1 for the stove, 1 for the fridge. And I never remember the way that kitchens are laid out. And this doesn't have to stay here, our little shelving thing, but it can. I'm thinking of like my tiny. I don't think I've ever had like a kitchen where you have cabinets on both sides. It's more like you have cabinets in like a corner, and that's it. You definitely go closer to the wall. It's not terrible. It's like, I was just thinking I might rearrange this. I'm not sure. Oh, yes. Yeah. Thank you for that reminder. I forget about those. The ceiling shelves. That's not a bad start. I was just thinking, should I switch the kitchen part with one of the bedrooms? Because then you have like that, leaving it fully open, you get kind of that more L shape. And then you'd be making a slightly wider wall. And I'm thinking about doing that now. And I'm like, I know I just moved a bunch of stuff. But part of what prompted it was, I was like, I don't know if I've seen a kitchen that doesn't have a window. I guess your window is normally... I guess it's normally this one, like it would be with the sink. But that's not what we're gonna have in either case, so I don't know if it matters. So happy it has multi-select. These are gonna be in the way when we drag stuff over, so I'm just gonna move them for a moment. And then I might flip this layout. Flip the layout so that we have this larger wall here. Or we can have, you know, put the opening over here and have a wall here instead. I think we try to flip it. No, not... Maybe we don't need to flip it that many times. Actually, now that this is a larger wall, come on. Oh my goodness. We can put, no, then you can't. Okay, so we just put the seat to the side and then, yeah, then there's enough space all the way through. And this is still a 2 wide opening. Yeah, now we have a lot more wall out here. And this is, I mean, it's tucked in the corner, which, I don't know, maybe it was better on the other side. I don't know, it's something. What color should these center shelves be? So we could do white because that kind of goes with the appliances that we have. We could see if the brown is closer to the colors of the cabinets, or we could do something else entirely just because. There's also the other one that doesn't have the stuff stacked on top. The one that's more of that lattice work, so we could look at that too. That's kind of our kitchen. So I have not, I don't know if we should do a pillar here or not. I'm thinking about it. Or another something. I have not planned for a bathroom in this build, and I don't know if I should or should have. So that's another thing that we could try to fit in here. I do have a couple more squares, I think, on reserve that we can bring in. Go back to everything. Can I go up? I'm thinking like dining / kitchen table something. And then having like couch TV type stuff too. What was in, is there stuff in here we wanted to try? Maybe. I don't think any of this is like the table kind of thing that I'm looking for right now. Oh, there we go. It was not scrolling up the way that I was expecting it to. So we have these tiny tables. What do we have for the larger ones? I guess it doesn't need to be like a 2x2. It could be a 2x1. Possibilities. What other ones do we have? Do you have some of the larger ones? This is the same as what we have for our sink. One of them's alarmed and the other one's like, I love that. Sounds like roommates. What chairs do we have that would go with the other one? So if we went with this one, do we have enough? We don't have enough space up here to be able to, I was thinking if we could connect something like counters here, that would be nice. But then you can't actually get into the kitchen, so we can't do that. We could put something here and you could fit as much as one chair on that side, and then you could do two on this side. We could do that. Oh, we could. If we swap this doorway back, we could also put one here. If we did this, we could put it in the corner, which is fine. Or I think we have enough space that we could put it out in space. Imagine that the second table is seating, so we could put that on that side. And then I think there's enough space that we could do one chair on that side and we could do two on this side and still be able to get through there. Actually, I don't know. I feel like either way it's fine. I sort of like these weird little chairs, which might go a little bit better with the natural wood, the skinnier table. I feel like for the one that we have, the square one, it's like more chair-like chairs. They're less likely to be, like the counter height chairs look like they're going to be bolted to the ground or something. Maybe stools. So we have the ironwood chairs, like these actually go with that set. We've got the vintage stools. The box-shaped seats I end up using all over the place because they work well as little end tables too. Feels weird in like post 2.0 going back to the ironwood set. Like, that used to be our go-to and I don't think I've used it in a while. Very brown kitchen. Very dark overall. Wonder, like I know lighting is gonna help and putting stuff on is gonna help, but I feel like there's more. I don't know if it's change all the colors of like, what were our other options for this? They're just other woods, right? Yeah, so we could do lighter woods, or we could change the walls or add in kind of the window wall somewhere, one of those. And then we have this space. Do we want, let's see, this is only one wide, so would not, I'm counting things. With this being only one wide, you can't put anything there. Oh, okay. I'm just measuring with the furniture right now. I don't know how it decides where that is gonna go. And then, is that enough that you could still walk in there? Yes? Yes. So that gives us a solid set of walls here. We could use this as our table, or we could put like a fireplace or something down here. We could also put, too bad the doorways can't slide in this. That is one thing that I like about Disney Dreamlight Valley now, is I can move the doors. Because I'd probably move this doorway down this way just a little bit so that I could have this wall opposite this wall. So right now we've got a corner. Oh, we have a corner. And we've got this corner couch in the recommended list. Don't know what They've got some colors. Maybe because everything's really dark though. Probably go with either the black or the white. I'm gonna see what the white looks like. Okay, that side's gotta be shorter. Like this can stick into the doorway because we've got space, so this is still a 1.5. And then, where's that? Did I put my table away that I was using to measure? I did, didn't I? And then on this wall, where do like the fireplaces live? Because I think we have those now. It's not a kitchen. It's sort of, kind of like some of this stuff. All right, I just got this one, but what colors do we have? Maybe? All right. Can you walk through? You can't walk through there. So this has to go. Now you can walk through there. I wish we had a TV that could hang from the ceiling so that you could fake mount it on the walls. Where are our TVs? So the vintage one's going to be way too big, but I think... What am I missing here? Oh, I'm not in the stuff that goes on top of things categories. At least the lighter furniture in here is making it a little less dark. I wish I could put something here, but I think I've only got like half. Yeah, here. Stool can be a person for me. Oh, we don't even have a half. We have a half square here, but we don't have that here because you still need to be able to step through that way. Okay. Because I really want to put like one of the potted plants or something would go nicely there. Oh, which we could do if we don't extend the couch into the corner. Like we could take this piece away. I don't know that we could put it here because yeah, then you can't get through. But if we took that piece away and just had a couch here, then you could put something next to the TV. Oh, actually we could move that over so that it's a little bit more centered because you can walk the path that the couch extends now. So we could do one more. Yeah, and then you could put something here like for our leafy plants. Any of these. What are our options? We could like put that there and still be able to walk around. Yeah. It does make me wonder, like, should I go for a different couch though if it's not gonna wrap into the corner? Something that's more flat and has like the defined edges. Maybe. What do we have for the couches we've got unlocked? Okay, chairs and couches, all just seating, right? Generally. But yeah, I've got a ton of different, we have a lot of the newer couches unlocked too. Yes, and the one we have right now, I think there's, like, you could seat 3. And these are all seat 2. No problem. Can come and go as need be. I'm currently debating about if I should replace the white L-shaped couch, if it's not going to be the full L, with one of the simpler couches. With one of the couches that is just a couch. So I think I'd probably lean towards the simple sofa, or I want to see what other versions we have of this. Like, I like this one. I don't know that it is... Oh, the white in this is so... It's a very warm white. Or, you know, we could always make it a pear print, you know? Maybe not. Like, that could be a way to add color in this. So that's a possibility. The leather... Oh, this one? The double sofa? Oh, this does actually come in a bunch of colors too. Also has a creamy one. Is this like the most like couchy couch of all the different sofas? You know, like I can imagine sitting in this one, finding it in somebody's house. What does the warm white look like? I like it as a couch because it is the same width as the... If we do go with one of the with one of these, what does this one look like? This always makes me think of like a waiting room. That's a little beat up looking. If we do go with one of the smaller ones, then we can put something on the, like put an end table or something next to it. Possibility. I don't know. I like all the things. All the possibilities. Part of putting that faux wall there is I was thinking that could be a way to fit in some sort of bathroom. It's just we can't do without moving a doorway. We can't do a full bath easily. Oh, or we could do a bathroom stall or any one piece of things. Maybe? What kinds does this come in? Does this fit? Oh, it's not one. Okay. What do the sides of this look like? They are solid, but they don't go all the way up. Or we could just make it a utility closet or something as well. Is the tub nearer? And it's getting weird to try to fit just one piece in a bathroom, which I didn't really think through. There you go. You technically now you have a tub. In order to fit more than one, you'd have to put the doorway like here, so that then you could go to the left or to the right when you only have that one square width-wise. So it's not practical, but maybe it's like the idea that is there. And I'm not sure. I'm still unsure about the couches. And then we have this space kind of here. Do we have something that would be like... Should we make the bathroom into a closet instead? Maybe we make it like a normal closet. Maybe it's a closet full of musical instruments. Aren't a lot of these just one square? If you have ideas for this little space that we've made here, let me know. We could make it ever so slightly larger, but I don't think... Oh, wait. How many squares do I have otherwise? So I could still make front to back larger, so we could have more in the like vertical space, but we can't have more in the horizontal space. Yeah. Which actually, that could give us... Let's see how much I've messed things up now. I'm gonna move all of this back because I think it's been okay. That gives us a lot more, not a lot more, but some more space. I still can't, I can't extend a wall from this side because of where our doorway is, and there isn't a great way to do that unless I lose this. like planning out 5 steps in my head as I'm explaining like a tenth of it. Does that work? This feels so much like, I know it's not all that much larger, but it really did give a lot more space because I think, can you want, whoops. Because you could yeah, now we can put the chairs all the way around the table and still have space behind them so they could actually sit in all of them. Unless we rotate the couch seating. In what way? I want to hear this idea though. Yeah, now we've got a lot more space to play with. What I'm considering is this doorway. Make the tiny space bigger. Oh, well. Yeah, okay. So, like put the couch facing this direction, you mean? And then move this to that, well, yeah. Where's our doorway as a... So this could go as far this way as, like, we could put the couch directly. People face. Oh, like put the couch so that it's facing, so that it's like facing the dining room. I was thinking you meant like this way. Except we move all of this. How much space did we put into the tiny... Like, just let me... I just want a top view of the itty bitty space. We could, I mean, we could put the couch back in the... We could swap it. Oh, we could... Yeah. It still doesn't... It gets us some of the... no, I wanted to make more of these. What I wanted to do was be able to put the wall extended here and then put the doorway to this room here, because then I don't need as much of the... Let's orient it back the way it was. Then we don't need as much of the horizontal space if you can enter this room like from here instead, say. But could do that. Move TV. Oh no, then you could only get then you could like only get to this room via the tiny room, and that's probably not what we're looking for either. 1, 2, 3, 3. I mean, now we have a hallway. I don't know that we need a hallway, but I've made a hallway. I'm rethinking the layout of this room in my head and flipping it back the way that we had it before it moved. No, that doesn't work, right? Basically, so I could do this, and then, come on. Yeah, something like that. But I guess it would be moving this to this side too. Is that? This doesn't make it. How? What did I do wrong here? Because we've had it in flipped orientation before and it worked fine. I mean, we could do that, but did I make something smaller by accident, maybe? Something's not right here. Or when I moved something else, I had actually made it so you couldn't walk in here, and I didn't notice that you couldn't walk in here. But where does this go? Like, this can't go in here and that go in here, and you'd be able to walk around. But why? I mean, that's technically you can reach everything. But I feel like I did something not quite right. Although I'm not sure what it is. Okay, and then I was thinking this centerpiece here is still about the right size for a fireplace, so that could still go there, and then we put something else. Oh, this tree is going somewhere. Some other piece of furniture here that the TV goes on. Where are our table-like items? Something pretty similar to the fireplace. Oh, we do have like this table, or we could put a counter because we can make those. The project table. Well, this comes in white, right? That might not be a bad idea. Just because for some reason I've made everything over here white. I'm just not sure, does it go which side of the doorway to put it on? But we might still be moving the couch in that wall. Well, I guess we can't. Can? We could move this out a little bit more. See what fixtures we have in here. Put that, and then I don't know if we have space for this yet. And if not, we could do like any of the regular tubs. Like, I don't think we're gonna fit this one in there. Okay, so the shower box fits. So it must be like a 1.5, something like that. I can't tell which side has the door. Is that the door? Are we looking inside it? Yeah. Is this the colorway that we want? I don't know. That is not what I wanted to do. Alright, we can't do all— oh, we need a sink. Well, there is no— there are bathroom sinks, but I'm not sure that I have one. Do I have one? I don't think we have one. We have a water cooler. That's pretty close. And I think, yeah, our kitchen sinks are not like standalone sinks. I mean, if we managed to fit a whole ranch kitchen in here, I can do it. All right. Yeah. This wall could technically come out a little bit further, right? And then you could— oh, why do you have to flip that way? Well, I guess you could, I mean, now it's like a weird offset door. But technically, you can reach everything now. And we could, no, this one. We could put one more. And you can still get in there. Do we have a color of this that's gonna blend in a little bit better in there? This is a weird bathroom. I don't think I've really done a bathroom before, let alone one that has like all the components. I just noticed we have this up here, so we're gonna put that. We're gonna put it in place of the mirror because I don't have a mirror, so. Okay, this is weird, but it works. I am wondering if we have enough space here. No, we don't. Because I was like, if I could put something right here, you know? But we might be able to put one more of these. And still, yeah, I think you can still walk then. So then it's kind of, that's more normal. You have a flat doorway, but around the corner you have stuff. Maybe now that the couch is over here. Should we replace it with a normal couch or try to put in the L piece? Or should I move? We could get like one more. Okay. I know I liked what we just did, but now we get like one more block here, which I think is helpful. Because then we could put, if you wanted, an end table or more of that couch. Let's see. We might replace it with one of the something else. This almost makes sense now because you do have, like, you have the TV over here and you have the fireplace there, so you might be looking at either one. Have I covered our doorway completely? Yes. Maybe the TV swivels so that you could see it from the table. How much space do we have over here? Like, can I... Like, if I were to put something where that first stool is, no, they would not be able to walk here. But I could, if I move this over... Yeah, you can still make this, like, you can still walk through there, and then, yeah, you'd be able to walk there. So we could put... We have that much space around the TV. Now we could put other things, or we could use the new counters and put them here and take out the table and the two little stools there. What other things do we have that are... We have these. Those might work there. Wondering if there is other table-like things, but then there's also like plants that could go on either side. This is all we have for the small ones. Like, I know this comes in white. This does not. Oh, these do. What does this look like? This looks like a plant stand. I don't think I realized that it had other options. I think I just always thought of it as like it's black or metal. Maybe. Or maybe this one. I'm not opposed to doing two of these little end tables. And this one could go here. Or we could put one next to the fire. No, you can't get into this bedroom then. You know, like your extra seating that you can also like put stuff on, but it's squishy. So when you inevitably walk by here and clip the corner, you're not going to be bruised. We could do a coffee table, but that's basically what our TV is already on. Is that too much white? I mean, definitely, you know, you're in a different space than our very dark kitchen. Sort of bothers me that that's offset, but it's, I don't think I can. Yeah, you can't, we can walk here, but the people living here can't walk there unless we have this to this side. All right, is it time for tiny stuff? Like the things that go on all the different surfaces, I think. And then we can do walls and ceiling. So things that go on surfaces. So we've got kitchen stuff, dining room stuff, like all the different, I think every room we have surfaces where we can put things. Oh, look, we could put a mirror in the bathroom because we used the kitchen piece. I'm assuming you can't put stuff on top of the shower stall, even though it's this large flat area. I definitely think next to the TV, plants. What else? Might just make a pile of things. Maybe they have a toaster. And part of me wants to put a mixer, and the other part of me is like, if you're... Probably don't have a mixer. Morning comes early for you, saying it's time to go to bed. But also thank you. Good night. Thank you for sticking around. I feel like I need a command for the cuttlefish that makes it wave other than lurk. I don't think I programmed in a buy, but I'm putting that on my list. Which might be there, but I'm not sure. Oof. Yeah, that's a morning that comes a bit earlier than you want. Yeah, I'm glad you came by too. I try to stream at least once a week, working on that. But Happy Home, Animal Crossing, Disney Dreamlight Valley, Pokemon, considering doing more Dinkum if I can get it set up with OBS, because that's not on the Switch. But mostly like decorating, designing, doing custom designs, things like that, and then like the tons of updates that like Disney Dreamlight Valley gets, and customization in Pokemon and things like that. So yeah, hope you come back at some point. But happy to have you here today. There's other kitchen stuff, I feel like, that I'm not seeing. Okay, here's our tiny plants. I mean, they're not tiny, they're just, I can put these on tables, and the big plants I cannot. I don't know which ones we're gonna keep yet. This is my make a pile in the middle of the floor part. Oh right, books. We can have books. Hopefully there's still enough room that we can move things around once I've got the pile of stuff in the middle of the room, though. I feel like I've never used the framed photo. Very appropriate. Oh, can we... Oh, you can fully customize this, too. This is an easy way to get... Well, we do have a pair on the wall already, so I guess we don't need this. But we have it. I guess we're out of surface area in some of the places that I would probably put that, but maybe groceries because we've got a full kitchen here. That I probably... Can we put stuff on either of the vanities that we have? Otherwise, that would go great in the bathroom if we hadn't just put a mirror in the one spot we had. I would put wood, but I think we're not going to end up, unless we stack it on top of the fireplace, we probably don't have a space where we can actually fit it in. Alright, let's see what we have. That. I wish I had more jars. Those are nice. Kitchen thing. Oh, okay. We've got a bunch of groceries in the bathroom. Is that where they went? Yep. That's not where we want them. What else do we have? Can fine tune exactly which places things go in. I don't know if we really have the dessert rack. Did we have, what am I looking for? There's like the drying rack full of dishes, and we have that countertop to the right of the sink. And it just seems like one of the few times when I have a space for that item, but I'm not sure if I have the item. Ooh, more things. I don't know how many of these are going to end up staying because we don't have that much space. I'm thinking I probably don't have it. But if anybody sees it, let me know. We could put a frying pan on the stove. Or we could put like a tea kettle on the stove. Like this one. Does this come in anything interesting? What is currently on the stove? Oh, it's like a cup. I was thinking of that more for the table. Is that too busy? Because it's... The tea kettle is a little oversized for the size of our burners. Unless this is a one burner stove, which it might be, you know. Maybe that's more storage. Maybe we don't have this. Oh, or if we do, it would be out on the table, maybe. We need some empty counter space too, you know? To be able to work. Feels like there might be just a little bit too much going on in the kitchen. Do we want both of the fruit and vegetable sets to be in the same place? Or not? We're actively like washing our stuff and putting it away in the basket. Or you know what? I bet the toaster gets used a lot more than the mixer. Just want scales of things to be slightly different. It's close. I feel like something's just a little bit off and I'm not sure what yet. What else do we have that makes sense on this table? And we've got this thing. Maybe, or maybe I should just go for one of the tea sets if we're gonna do tea kinds of things there. There's so many. There are a lot of hot beverage items in this game. Do you have a favorite amongst the tea sets, or rather a recommendation? Also welcome in. Because we have the fancy one that comes in a few different versions. Got the traditional, which comes in a few versions. That's the kind of tea set that I have. And then we've also got just tea set. Oops, knocked over my water bottle. Green, blue, the red. Oh, I've got the white has little like birds on it. I feel like I never get that one in game. I think I also didn't realize that you could change the part underneath. That gives it a lot more options. Yeah. Don't know if I want the sugar out with it or not. I also wish I had cups that were like that I could have individual cups that matched the various tea sets that you could put out if you had that there. Something like that. If they go down the center, that feels a little bit more balanced. Something like that. Oh, and we've still got my pile of stuff in the middle of the room. Now, are these too tall? I mean, they are really tall. Still not sold on the dark purple. I don't know if we'll keep that. We could also like take the cans out of the kitchen and put like a nice plant on top of the fridge or something instead. Where's this facing? One more? One more. I don't have plans for where each of these things goes or if it's even gonna definitely stay. It's more like, here's some stuff I found. Let's see. Let's find out if you can put you cannot put things on top of the shower stall. And then we have, each room has a vanity, but I don't think, you can't put anything on the antique one. Oh, you can put stuff on this one though. Where did it, so we have, I think, oh, I just keep spinning things. So we have the accessory stand, we have the little makeup kit, which this is going to be so hard to see because of all the walls that we've built. But that is over here on the vanity. Currently I have an accessory stand on top of the closet, but maybe it makes more sense down here, like swap the picture can go there because then you can actually reach them. I mean, those are dark, they could go there. I found a tissue box, so it's just, it doesn't need to stay, but it could. This I think is the same as this square stool, so we could put something on top of that too. Oh, we have book stands. Would book stands make more sense on the nightstand, or they could also go here? Not totally sure on the things that are going in that bedroom. Or on top of the fireplace. Like, that's not bad. We could swap the terrarium for the bonsai tree or for something else. Feels very like, our living room feels kind of modern. Some light, maybe glass. I think, oh, what are the other colors? Because this is customizable. Maybe a metallic? It looks almost like a crystal now, and I'm not sure if that's a good thing or not. I feel like the cans are very like real kitchen, but I'm not sure there. I feel like it was maybe just one touch too much clutter. Could put, no, I don't have the, I was wondering if we had the floor space to put something like here, but then you wouldn't be able to get into the room. We don't need to keep all the tiny things that are here. I'm not totally sold on like the stuff that's on top of the fireplace and the stuff that is like in the bedrooms or the stack of books. Let's try wall and ceiling things and see how that looks. I'm thinking because we have so many partitions, we're going to end up using a lot of ceiling things. But in the kitchen, we might have, I think we have a little bit more wall space in there. Let's see. Nope, not that way. This way. I think there might be space for these. So we have kind of, we have a mix of like white and the darker wood. Let's see what that one looks like if we put it kind of there, because we have open spot there. I mean, it's okay. Where else do we have wall space? So in the bedrooms we have wall space, and definitely in the dining room. So do we have, I don't think we need an additional TV. We could put a clock somewhere. We've got a lot of the ironwood in here, so there's probably a clock that kind of matches. Oh, we can do hanging plants. This one I think has the same colors as the terrarium. Maybe the wall planter. Do like a whole planted wall on the doorway side maybe. Or we could do some sort of like artwork. Oh, and we've got the stickers. Stickers give us so much possibility. Arranging these somehow. I'm still like, let me hang the plants over the windows so that they can get some light. Seems like that should be okay. And then it's not. Why can't I put that there? Oh, there's some... Huh. It's a wall item I just didn't see. Is that going to be too interfering with the groceries, though? I guess we have a plant. Yeah, why not? How far over does this window go? So what I was thinking with these was put a bunch of them to kind of cover this wall. And then I was thinking maybe the clock like right above the dining room stuff, but maybe that's not where the clock goes. Where did my terrarium just run to? Not sure about the terrarium placement. The wall art, I was thinking, could go over here. Oh, do I have a record player? Oh, maybe. Let's look for that. Oh, just center, would you? Because yeah, we don't have a music player in here yet. That is under the tiny things. Oh, we have a music box we could put. And we have the phonograph. An old radio. If we have a record player, I'm missing it. We do have the tiny speaker, which gives good sound. Or we could do any one of the music boxes. What is... Y'all have so many more customization options than I realized. I guess I just don't customize them enough. I swear there were only like 3 options before. Maybe that, or maybe one of these. I don't know which color. I mean, the silver's not terrible. I don't know which item to take out, but I mean, I do like the sound from that one, so maybe that's going back in. Do we keep the books somewhere or not? Oh, maybe we pretended they were cookbooks. Maybe. And then we have a bedroom wall in there that we can barely see that we could put stuff on. Let's look at the ceiling stuff maybe. So we know there's these shelves, which should have a colorway that works pretty well. The dark wood, is that the one that we're looking for? Either the dark wood or this one with the white, because we have some white in there too. Yeah, that looks pretty close. Then there, or over here, or both, or the other side. And there's only like one upper shelf. I want to put it everywhere. We could also put this out in space like here, which I guess would make more sense if we had like a counter that came across. It's definitely more defined there. And then I like the idea of using this as kind of like art. Yeah, over stove. I think that does make sense. I really need to make some other patterns. Is this just the name of the island is Perry? It's literally the word pear with an I on the end. That's what the random name generator gave us. We can get this. I wish it would go just a little bit closer, but it kind of looks like you can use the ceiling stuff to make it look like there's stuff hanging on the wall. I don't know that I like that. I like the idea that we can. We're just like pretending that it's back there. That one looks closer. But I mean, like, it's weird. I don't think I have even like the... Yeah, I haven't unlocked the long curtains yet. Because that's another one where you could do something like that. Ceiling fan, and we have lighting. Maybe that. Thinking some sort of lighting for the dining room. Oh, and we should also probably look at rugs because those can help with our varying spaces. Is everything too neutral? Do we need to add color somehow? I'm not sure where that's going yet. I just want to see it. Maybe we need some sort of a light in the kitchen too. I thought I had more lighting options, but... Let's start placing these around and see if we like any of them. Am I? Am I not on the I'm not on the ceiling. It's like, for some reason, it's not selecting the lamp. Here you have a number of workspaces. This light doesn't really give off much light, does it? There might be other... So I was thinking of lighting the workspace. I'm very used to doing like the restaurants and things, but... I just feel like it's not doing much light-wise. So I'm wondering if this might have been better in the darker so that it's... Not sure about this one. And then we have also the bedrooms, which could go with... They could have lights, they could have fans, they could have both. And I don't know. So also at any point, suggestions are welcome. I really like these because they're so different and they're really big. So I've used them almost like partitions in some places. I'm wondering if in this room, like above the... I know this isn't going to really help you do your makeup accurately. But, oh, I forget that we can turn... Why haven't I not done this before? Turn the whole room around so that we can see inside some of these other spaces. Put in this bright pink bed, and then I think I put in, like, nothing else. Oh yeah, we could put those above the dining table instead. Because it's almost like being able to make a chandelier. I don't know if we need purple in the dining room, but... Ooh, maybe green. Maybe white. They all, like, these variations look really different. Oh yeah, with the tea set. That's a good point. Yeah, okay. I like the idea of something different over here. It just was feeling kind of dark. It doesn't have to be the white ones either, but it does give it something different. I don't know, do we want two or is one... I don't know. We could do two, we could do one, or we could fill in every square above the table with them, which I don't think I've done before, but now I'm curious to see what it looks like. Sort of like it, but maybe that's a lot for somebody's apartment. Something like that. It does free up. Would this be a better light for in the kitchen? Because it kind of matches. Yeah, I kind of like it's different. It's interesting. I don't know, why not? I feel like a lot of places I've rented, like the dining room is the place where you have some like very different lighting fixture, you know? I think I like this. The one that we did have there works better in the kitchen because it's actually giving off light, whereas the other one I had was not. Not that it's great. I don't know if it should go in the middle of the room or above the... I just want things lit better, I think. I don't always... I kind of wish there were some options to have like more discreet lighting too. And then we have this one, the bedroom in the corner. I don't know. Oh, we haven't used that thing before. Not that it's gonna give you great light, but I mean, it sort of goes with the ice stuff, sort of. A very big sort of. Or it could go above the partition. Yeah, I was sort of... Like, I know the stained glass in a bedroom doesn't make any sense, right? But because of the ice bed, like it almost might go because of the bright pink bed. Probably that first one, colors wise. Right, why, like, I'm using the weirdest stuff and not totally hating it. I mean, I think we take out this, the dangly one in favor of using this. Do we just put it in the middle of the room? Like, let's see. In the middle of the room, over the bed, or over the vanity, I guess. Why not? Like, I feel like I don't end up using that unless, I don't know, if I'm making some sort of a restaurant and it's gonna go over certain tables or something. It's kind of fun to use something that I don't get to very much. I'm not totally sold on the bonsai in here. I wonder if something like else that's bright would make sense. And if that would... I mean, we can easily just take it out unless there's somewhere else it goes. I really like this thing. I know there's no point in this house. But this one and the little, like, wooden bird mobile. Oh, maybe one of these works above the fireplace because we have this. Let's see. So I can't actually hang anything on that wall. Or is that too much because we've got, like, the ceiling fan too? I don't know. It's interesting that it's something different, but... I'm just adding odd things for fun, I think. Not that that isn't what most of the build has been anyway. We could put shelves above the fireplace. Oh, where did they end up? I think it's okay, but maybe that's a lot. We do have a lot going on in here. And I haven't even looked at rugs yet. So I like this floor with the stuff that we have in the living room, although that also would make a lot of sense for a place to put some sort of a rug. We could look at the smaller ones that are like more of the hard flooring, like the stone and things for in the kitchen, or in the bathroom. And then we have the bedrooms having really... I mean, we could put an ice floor in the penguin's room. That's not something I'd really thought of because I didn't realize I had the ice tiles. Let's just see. Is it too much? Did she just like it? Oh, not over there. Okay, so I can't, because this is like a 3 wide. I mean, we can, we could do this. I don't know that it goes with kind of the whites that are in there, but that is a possibility. She did like it, and that is kind of how a lot of decorating decisions for me have been, is if they clap or make the little hearts that they like it, then we keep it. I don't know, we'll leave that there for now. If we find something that like also looks really nice, we could consider that. We do have this. So we do have that room that's like purple and black. Oh, we also have the snowflake rug. So instead of doing like actual ice tiles, we could do the snowflake instead. Have this very nice skull and the cloud. I could see any of those going in the bedrooms. Or like the fluffy white one. The 2x2 and a 3x3. Let's see. Something this size isn't bad. I like the idea, but I don't know if I like having like 4 different purples. Let's see what the snowflake looks like instead of the full-on ice. It's not bad or good. Okay, that's not terrible. We also don't need to keep her bed bright pink, but you know, it is right now. Maybe not the... It's not terrible, but I don't know that it's adding a lot. What else do we have? We have bigger ones too. I realized if I don't put that away, we don't... It's gonna tell us we don't have any room for anything else. Maybe? That would be too large. No, we could do... Don't totally hate it. Should have paid attention. So that's a 4x4. So if we say something else that's 4x4, it would also fill that room. The black blocks might work in there. Or out here. It's kind of small for out here, but that could... I don't know. There's a lot of... Because you've got a lot more exposed floor out here. If it doesn't, like, go, it's more noticeable. I don't think I knew there was a blue shaggy rug. Like, I have a purple one of this in my... on my main island. I don't think I knew there was a blue version. I think that's the largest of the rugs, right? So we're pretty close to fitting the whole space. Kinda wish it was like just a half tile more this direction. Actually, we could... No, we can't move stuff because then we lose our walking space. Possibility? I don't know. And then we do, of course, have the purple shaggy one. Apparently there's a green and a brown too. The blue is the one that's new for me. That is such a different... It's like a whole different thing. No, I kind of liked the shape of having a round something there. Because you could still see like the flooring. I don't mean to try out every rug that we have access to, but, you know. Is that the smaller one? That's the smaller one. I wish it looked a little bit less, like, worn. How far out should it go? And then should we try to put a different flooring in the kitchen? We do have a lot of wood going on. Oh, I wonder... I think we have a stone So we have this stone, we've got this brick. I mean, we could put the ice blocks in the kitchen too. And then we could try to switch it to like a white. How wide is the kitchen? I haven't really. Oh, we could also do. Look at that. Our bathroom has a different floor. I don't know if we're keeping it, but it has one. So that almost fits the whole thing. We'd have to do another one and then it runs into our table. What if this was turned this way? Okay, so that is the width. So any of these that are the shape would fit our kitchen. Maybe. And then one thing I'd been considering, we haven't done an accent wall and we have very limited windows. And I'm just hoping it doesn't knock things off the wall if I try to add windows. Oh, that's a lot going on. It's not terrible. We have the snowy ones. A bit much. I don't know if we have enough space if we try to do like fake windows, you know, using one of the outsides. I wish we could sort of like paint the wallpaper on. Like, I want this section, but only like over there where the penguin's living. Anything else have? I mean, it could also just be some sort of an accent. Whereas, you know, some apartments have that one like brick wall that people pay extra for. Well, that's not terrible. We do still, our all of our columns are that dark wood. Why do I not hate the tile accent wall? But I was thinking something that would let more light in or at least be less dark. Probably not ice. Oh, I had not considered that. What is this? It's hard to see because of all the architecture we put up. I had not been thinking of like city skyline, but possibility. Any ideas for doing something with this wall that makes it different? Or should it just be a different wall that's the accent wall and maintain that one? I was just thinking because we have like the bedrooms and the kitchen on that wall. I think it'd either be this one or the wall to the left that has like the kitchen and the dining room. That would make sense for using a different wallpaper for the accent. Let's see what it does if we... What does that look like? It's not bad, but maybe something like that if... As long as they're not real windows, it won't take our stuff off the wall. I did just remember that we have quite a few things on the wall that would need to be adjusted if we did that. And so we could do windows down the side that has the kitchen and the dining room. It's not bad. It's different. Let's see what adjustments. Yeah. So at least this way you could hang the plants actually like on the windows and then we just need to adjust the other stuff. This, I feel like it's probably aligned for our cabinets, but we could do that, or we could move it. Or we could take it off. Oh, I thought I was going to be able to put it on the partition for a moment. I probably also don't really need it, or we could put it up really high. Yeah, nobody's that tall. We also just don't necessarily need it. Maybe put another one of these over here with the windows. It's less dark now. I'd also put in the wall that is here, like this dark blue. I think it's one of the tea room walls, as kind of a placeholder. So we could consider changing that, or we could just leave it as is. Oh. So I don't mind the cafe curtain wall there. The other ones we have that have windows is like this one, which is like really nice windows, and the white one, which I was thinking that these felt a little bit more like schoolroom, industrial kind of something, but I don't mind it as much as I thought I would. It's definitely brighter, any of the window walls though. And then we have the snowy one too. Which that also works. Any thoughts on the accent wall? I think the left wall does make more sense. It's much easier to fit. It lets that light into so much more of it. I'm just not sure which one to go with. Like they all work to an extent, they just give really different feels to the place. What? Oh, am I facing the wrong wall? I'm facing the wrong wall. And then for regular wall, do we keep what we have? We might. We don't have to. I don't have, like, I know, I was about to say I don't have a ton of walls to choose from, but there are quite a few I'm scrolling through. I'm just like, what do I normally use that I like that I'm not seeing and I don't know? Why did it look like it moved something? Can't say I'm liking brick any better. Yeah, maybe sticking with the one we had. I think cement goes just a little bit too far. Although here's the thing, like, I don't hate the purple tile for one of the first times. It's like, because it kind of goes with that middle room. It's fine in the bathroom. Great, thanks for stopping by. Hopefully I'll see you again. And have a good night. I know it's getting late, and at least for us in the US, it's quite late. I think I'm gonna set it back to where it was. No, I didn't mean to do that. I just messed up our accent wall, but I'm gonna fix that. I think we will probably be wrapping up pretty shortly. Yeah. I'm not sure what wall I want. I don't think that that's my favorite version, but I think it's a version that's gonna work. Just looking at it one more time to see if there's anything else we should add. Oh, can I change their outfits in this? I guess I don't need to. But I think they can reach everything. And here is the top view. So we have a full apartment layout with 2 bedrooms, a kitchen, a dining room, kind of open concept dining room, living room with a galley kitchen. And we managed to somehow fit a full bath in here too. Did we expand it all the way? We did. And then the other piece I hadn't done is look at the lighting options. I think probably just going with something fairly bright, actually. Yeah, so I think this is the first roommate build. And then I think we are done. If they offer us a second floor, we are not doing a second floor. Unless we have to. So the original theme was Toy Box from My Dreams, and I don't think that's what it is anymore. I'm thinking modern apartment, just because I'm not... Whoops. I don't have much in the way of other ideas at the moment. I always forget that her catchphrase is cheeseball. Now, are we going to be able to get any decent pictures with all these walls? She looks smaller than the water bottle. Kind of like the tea set picture. It looks like their teacups that they're pulling out do sort of go with the tea set as well. Right, do we try to take pictures of this? I kind of like that one. Ooh, could we get a view from there-ish? Poof, poof. Oh, yes, yes, you're both sitting on the couch, and I have a ton of stuff in between that's gonna make this... I like the idea of this shot. I don't know that I can make it happen. Let's see. How do those two compare? I mean, the one on the right, you definitely get more of what's here, but the one on the left, I sort of like the way it looks a little bit better. How can I get... Like, where is a good place to take the picture from? Oh, we can do, so that there's less stuff in the way. I always forget that I have first-person view, too. No, no, don't get... Why are you getting up and following me around? This isn't a great view. Take your picture from behind the plant. No, this was not a good idea on my part, huh? What if I'm standing in this room and I try? No. Okay. What about... Oh, I was gonna be like, you know, that view where you can see from an angle, but that's outside. Maybe it won't give me top view in camera mode. It doesn't always spin in the direction that I expect it to. No, 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 I almost had it. I think I'm bad at the picture taking part when there's so many walls and things and I haven't really designed for it. But I think we'll go with that one. I'm not sure what the, I try to update the thumbnails of the build so that it shows you some of it. Ooh, here is almost... You just let me take this picture and poof myself out of it. I kind of like that. Maybe I'll try one more from over here. Oof. Mostly because I think this is the direction that we were looking at it for so much of the stream while building. Oh, of course. I waited until she went back there. Aw, she's sitting in the dining room while she's cooking. Maybe down, maybe back. What does she have in her hand? Everybody closes their eyes. Watering the plant. Okay. What if... No, I can't see that way from over here either. I don't really like the back of the TV shots. She's like, you were standing a little too close to me. There we go. I mean, oh, I think I'm gonna stick with the first one. Then this started at Bree's house, so this is how we will leave. I think after this point we'll be able to put materials in the box upstairs and get the rest of the pillar and counter item too. And if that's the case, maybe we'll throw some stuff in that box because I'm totally gonna forget later. So we'll check that. But we do have some good villagers on the beach that makes me want to design for them. I don't know why I took the long way around. Oh, so still not yet. I guess there'll be one other thing. Maybe we need to wait another day and then it'll prompt us to say, hey, you can put stuff up there and learn more things. I'm wondering who took Frigga's spot on the beach. And then I haven't gotten the DIY bottle for today either. See, because we have maple. I don't know must have done a maple build by now. Okay. So we have some good villagers out here too. I mean, everybody's good in this game because you can always build something interesting. Wait, did I miss the DIY? Give me vines. I want the moss and the vines to grow back just a little bit faster. Wait. Did I miss it? Oh yeah, I missed it. Blended right in with the waves in the dark. Hopefully something new. No. I have gotten the cave 3 times in a row now, 4 times in a row. So if I ever do a Sunday market, like, anybody need the cave DIY? I don't think I even have enough stone to build it, but yeah, I now have 2 extras of it. And maybe it's because I keep sleeping at Happy Home instead of going back to my island. Like, could that make the DIY stay that way? Because in that case, you could do that on purpose. But I don't think I've seen anything said about that. All right, so I think that'll be all for today. Thank you for help with captions. Hopefully when you're watching this, if you're one of the very few people who will watch this back as a video, the embedded captions, so these are the open captions that we put in because we can't do closed captions while streaming. But if you're using the closed captions, I'm hoping these don't get in the way. But if they do, let me know because I'm not quite sure where things get positioned. And we have our new little stream pet cuttlefish. Still working on commands for that. So if you have ideas for things that you'd want to see it do or react to, feel free to let me know. Put it in the comments on this or on the community post or something. Right now you can activate them. Some of the different actions that happen on YouTube will also activate it. I know I need to put... I know I need like a buy one that just makes it wave. Because right now if you do lurk, it will respond to you and wave and tell you to have a good lurk. So that is one of the commands you can do, and there are several others. But thank you for everybody who stopped by today and anybody who's watching this back. I'll continue working on those little things and we'll keep doing builds like this. So yeah. Have a good night, everybody. Do one spin of the little cuttlefish on the way out. I sort of want to keep going, but I know I should probably get to bed instead. There he goes. There's such a delay to the to the little commands. But all right, everybody have a good night and thank you for coming by.